The workshop's a whole lot more fun to deal with. That's where we actually make the sleds, deal with the athletes, and see people win medals. It's not an off-the-rack sport by any means. We have to build all of our sleds from the ground up. We take in all the raw materials, the raw bolts of fiberglass, raw sticks of wood, and machine them, mold them, make them, construct them, paint them, and then watch them go fast down the hill. Fit is key. It's got to fit right. Just like a ski would fit a person correctly, a sled has to fit the athlete correctly. But then we also do a lot of very fine-tuning things. The sleds are actually very precise. If you're racing to 1/1000th of a second of combined time, that means the measurements on how the sled actually functions, operates, and goes together has to be very fine as well, because if there's any slop, if those tolerances are off, then you're not getting an exact product, if you will, going down the hill. We have, Olympic athletes who literally have no idea how to even turn the screwdriver to tighten a bolt on their sled. And then we have some Olympic athletes who just totally dive into the science behind it and the construction and really get into how the things get put together. We partner up with wind tunnels. There's a wind tunnel in San Diego that we go to. We just don't have a big race car team behind us, but that doesn't mean that we still don't pull ideas from that same sort of science. A lot of the sport is European based. A lot of it is based actually in Germany. They have 4 tracks that they can have World Cups on. So they're at home. So a lot of their budgets can go into research and development, where most of our budget goes into travel. The kuffins, which is the part that the steel blade attaches to, if you ever see a Luge sled, sort of the curved hockey stick looking part of the sled, those are constructed from the ground up. We have to machine down parts. We have to cut and shape the cores, and then we have all different variety of jigs and molds that it then gets bent and then fiberglass applied and squeezed and molded, and then we get those out, and then we have to drill and machine more holes into those and set them all up, and to eventually accept the steel runner blade that goes on it. A typical pair of kuffins takes in the neighborhood of about 40 hours a pair. We have gotten a new milling machine, which it isn't terribly exciting unless you're into really working small numbers and making fine pieces of equipment. What it allows us to do is, with a sport that's timed to the thousandths of a second, you need very tight tolerances on the sled. So now we can machine and make sleds to those thousandths of an inch, 10,000ths of an inch, and really be very fine with what we're doing to make sure that the sleds stay in tolerance and fast throughout the year. The running edge is something, we file the edge, and there's certain shapes and feels that you want to it, and it's something we've had people try over the years to put numbers to and to put a science to it so that it could be replicated over and over again easily, and it just can't be. It's something you have to learn with your fingertips, and you just feel, and oh, okay, there's a little too much there, and so you file it off, and oh, not enough there, and so you sharpen it up, and it's very much a very tactile, very touchy-feely thing with your fingertips on just what it is that you want. And every coach is a little different how they do it and what they want, and so that's sort of the black magic. You just can't put a number or a science to it. It's an art that has to be learned. A sled by itself doesn't go fast down the track. You need a great athlete on it. And that's where then coaching and training and off-season and runs and all that come into play as well. There is an athlete on the sled.